this video, we're going to talk about what do we do if she drops the big bombshell on you and she says, I'm not in love with you anymore. If you're in the get her back scenario, this is a very common statement that wives will use to express to their husbands lots of different meaning, and they'll use the language, I'm not in love with you anymore, to describe where they're at emotionally. So before we get into how do we respond to that, I just want to talk with you for a second about what does it really mean when she says, I'm not in love with you. Well, try not to panic. The truth is, she's probably very much still in love with you because you guys have been together for some time. But this is her way of saying other things like, I'm angry with you, I'm disappointed in you, I'm not sure if I want to be married to you, I don't feel safe around you. And she doesn't maybe have words to articulate all those other ways that she feels. So it's coming out as just one big blanket statement that she's not in love with you anymore.
Love is always a secondary emotion. Before love, there's like. And for that to happen, there's got to be these moments, these actions that actually lead to the response of love. So when she says, I don't love you, she's not saying I don't love you. What she's saying is, I'm not getting the primary emotions like trust or liking you, or if it's, aspect of empathy. Like she's not getting these primary actions or emotions that lead up to love. And so when that happens, all of our men freak out and they go, I don't know what to do. I've lost her. It's done. Not at all. Honestly, with all the men we work with, this is where we begin. You probably found us because she says, I don't love you anymore. And you have to win her back. And here's the two responses that we tell our men to tell themselves. And this is going to be a mindset trick. When she says, or you hear, I'm not in love with you anymore, instantly in your mind, I want you to say one of two things, either yes or good. Let me tell you why. I know you're probably thinking, what is this advice? But this is what we give all of our athletes that we work with. This is what we give all of our men that we work with. When we meet failure in our mind, failure tells us, sit down, you're done, it's over. I'm saying no, good, yes. Now's the opportunity for me to win her back. Good, yes. Now's the opportunity to become the man I need to be that I have not been. Good, yes. Now's the opportunity for me to show her I can lead us back to where we need to be. Good, yes. Now's the time for us, or for me as a man, to become the man I've never become in my whole life. I'm no longer going to be my dad. I'm no longer going to be the wounds from my past. I'm going to be the person that I need to be for my whole family. Good, yes. Now's the opportunity to take this challenge accepted, and I'm going to change in the ways I need to be. Good, yes. Those two words in your mind instantly tells the brain what? That's not fright, let's go. It's kind of like in World War II. They're on those boats on Normandy. And the great leaders, as we knew who survived, told their men, we'll keep going up the storm. We'll keep going up the sand. We're not going to stop. Go through the bullets. The only way they told them to do that is they said, men, I want you to hear whatever I say. I want you to say good and yes. And so he would say, we're going to go up the sand. We're not going to stop. We're going to go through the bullets. And the men said, good and yes. So right now, we're telling you, you're on the sand. You're frozen. You're dead meat. Because she just said, I don't love you. And we're saying, get up. Good. Yes. Go towards the bullets. Go after it. It's time.
Yeah, guys, let's not be alarmed and panicked by the I don't love you anymore, or I'm not in love with you anymore. It doesn't really mean that much, okay? Remember what we were saying earlier. This is just her way of communicating that she feels scared, she feels hurt, she feels uncertain. See, the problem with the I don't love you anymore, and what a lot of guys do in response to that, like what Joe's saying, is that we get frozen. We don't know how to react or respond to I'm not in love with you anymore. What do we say to that? Yes, you are in love with me, or you should be in love with me. And so we're completely perplexed because when they say, I don't love you anymore, we just don't know how to respond. So what we want to do is we want to see the deeper meaning underneath the words, I don't love you, which is really her saying, I'm terrified, I'm scared, I'm hurt, I'm angry. And now that we know that that's what she's really saying in the I don't love you, we have a lot to work with. Because then we can approach it through that empathetic lens, and we could say, hey, I'm so sorry that you feel hurt. I'm so sorry that this has happened. I'm so sorry that I've been a bad husband. I'm so sorry that I've mistreated you. Now we have a lot to work with when we start to see the other words that are underneath the I don't love you.